Hello everybody, this is a different video, and sorry for this upload being so late. Uh, but yeah, this is kind of self-explanatory. I have here my first graded comics, and they are pretty neat. My fiance thought to give it to me. I didn't know that she was going to do it, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. I got two Spider-Man comics here. On the left, we have an Amazing Spider-Man number 300, and on the right, we have Spider-Man 2099 number 1. And for those who don't know what these are, we're going to go into them. So I'm going to start with this one. This is the bigger one, the bigger book. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 300. It is graded a 8.0 for off-white to white pages. The condition looks pretty good, though. Other than from what I saw, of course, my camera's not going to look. There seems to be like one little problem there, and usually sort of the spine, but I don't really see much. It looks like must have some off coloring in the pages. And yeah, this is a special book. This book did not cost me $150, which would have been nice. $1.50. So this is issue 300. It came out May of 1988. And that was the 25th anniversary issue, meaning that it came out 25 years after the first Amazing Spider-Man issue. Not 25 years after the original Spider-Man debuted, but Spider-Man in general. This is a pretty iconic cover. 300 all over the place, and Spider-Man in his black suit, which is why this comic is noteworthy. Also to point out, this is not the newsstand. This is the comic book store variant. Let's say. And the reason you can tell is this newsstand are actually a little more expensive and rare, even though they have a less appealing look because they have a barcode. The other comic is a newsstand edition. All the comic stores, instead of the barcode, they put a picture of Spider-Man's face. And that's neat. So we're gonna do why this book is so noteworthy. This was a David Michelian story. I'm not sure who that is, to be honest. Unfortunately, I'm not an expert, but I do know the other guy, Todd McFarlane, covering art. And this is why it's noteworthy. This is origin and first full appearance of Venom, Eddie Brock, and the last appearance of the Black Suit. So the reason I mentions the Thing appears, like, why would that? Who would care about that? Of course, you're going to care about the Venom stuff. Yes, Venom first appeared in this book, not Eddie Brock, but the Venom character, which is one of my favorite characters. I've always liked that character. I mean, Spider-Man 3 as a kid was one of my favorite movies, so I always liked Venom. He's one of the main three villains, and his comic is easier to get than Green Goblin or Doc Ock, because they are a lot earlier. It is a little crazy that Venom debuted this late, especially since how important he is to Spider-Man mythos in general. But it is pretty cool to actually have it. Here is the back, just so you know, not that interesting. Here, as you can see, they have it bagged up for me. Comic book shop in Glassboro, in case you're wondering. Gotta give a shout out to the comic book stores. So yeah, that's the first appearance of Venom. It was awesome. Now we got our Spider-Man 2099 number 1. You can already know what this one is noteworthy for. Is the it doesn't say it is, but I think it might have cameoed somewhere else. But this basically is the first full appearance of Miguel O'Hara, otherwise known as Spider-Man of the Future 2099. And he's a really cool character. I've always liked this character since I first saw the character in Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, I believe it was. So that was the first time I saw the character. I know that he appeared before that. This one is actually a higher grade, and it's actually a signature series. Someone got this signed before I got this, which is pretty neat. As you can see, it's a 9.2. It has white pages, meaning it has no discoloration. Peter David story with Rick Lenardi and Al Williamson cover and art. So it's two artists. I'm not sure exactly what they did. I'm not an expert. And this was signed by one of them, being Rick Lenardi, and he signed it right there. And apparently he signed this on, not that long ago actually, the June 24th of this year. So this is official signature. It's been verified. Of course, not the biggest person in the world, but it is nice to have it verified. And this comic originally came out in November 1992, and it cost a little more. It cost $1.75 originally, even though this one actually would cost a little less. This is the origin of Spider-Man 2099, Miguel O'Hara, with a red foil cover, so it is holographic. Look at that, he's so cool looking. I always love this costume. And let's go to the back here. The back doesn't have as much interesting stuff, but just tells you what you already know. Some of the back stuff is just a lot of ads, so yeah, not the best stuff in the world. But there they are. My first ever graded comics. I'm not sure if I'll get any more. There are some comics I like to have graded, like, but the ones in my wheelhouse, because I'm not going to get Amazing Fantasy 15 or a Batman #1, even though those comics would be pretty cool to have. But New Teen Titans #1 and 2 might not be too hard to get. You know, some other Amazing Spider-Man stuff. But yeah, what do you guys think? Should I get more or no? I mean, I didn't pay for these. Fiance got them for me. Now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put them. Somewhere special. Thank you all for watching, and I'm sorry for the late upload.